So in watching, your documentary, a lot of things stood out, but let's just start at the very basic question of what propelled you to do this?
Harry Reid did more than anyone in history to protect the precious, beautiful land that he loved, the state of Nevada. And when I first met Harry Reid back in the 1990s and saw him give a stump speech about what drove him to do this work, I had a little bit of a hard time believing it, frankly, because I think, as a lot of us know, Harry Reid is not the most charismatic speaker, but he told this story about a childhood oasis that he would escape to up in the mountains outside of Searchlight, where there was a beautiful green oasis with wild birds and cottonwoods and willows and a spring producing enormous amounts of water by a rock fort that used to guard the historic mail route. And when he brought his wife Landra back to see it after they were married, he found it destroyed. And he said, if we can let a place like this be destroyed, what are we doing here? And I was curious about this story. And so I sat down with him in the 1990s when he was running for re-election and did a long interview with him. And I could feel the profound emotion that came from that childhood story. And I thought, here's an incredible, interesting character who came out of the kind of busted down remnants of that small, dusty gold mining town of Searchlight in southern Nevada. And he rode the changes in the American West to power, and he used that power to change the West for the better. And I thought that here's this really compelling story of an individual, but also of a bigger story of what we're all living through.
What do you think, when it comes to his record on the environment, will be his legacy? What will stand out the most?
Well, his long-lasting legacy will be the lands and waters that he helped protect. Great Basin National Park, the first and still only national park in Nevada, although we have national recreation areas. More than 4 million acres of wilderness across the state on the mountaintop ranges and in the desert valleys. Public lands around Las Vegas, like Sloan Canyon, while providing funding for access trails, bike paths for urban residents to enjoy their public lands. National monuments, including close to 1 million acres in Basin and Range National Monument north of Las Vegas. A historic settlement that solved a century-old water war on the Truckee River in northern Nevada between the Pyramid Lake Paiute tribe and other water users, that saved Pyramid Lake and endangered species and has become a model for settling water conflicts, and particularly recognizing the rights, historic rights of Native Americans on rivers in the West. Shutting down coal-fired power plants, helping build the first utility-scale solar plant on an Indian reservation in the nation out at Moapa near Las Vegas. And finally, blocking Yucca Mountain, storing high-level nuclear waste just miles outside of Las Vegas.
And that's a great point to jump off of, because when you're watching your film, it's very clear, and you do a good job of establishing the sort of viewpoint of Nevada from a sort of national perspective about what this desert was really used for. And it was seen as really a dumping ground or a place to test nuclear bombs. It was no man's land. And your film explores how Harry Reid, through policy changes, helped in many ways reverse that perception.
Harry Reid profoundly changed the way that the world and the nation and even Nevadans see Nevada. What was perceived as a wasteland suitable for blowing up bombs and atomic testing and establishing a vast network of MX missiles, which thankfully never came to be. He changed that image. He, starting with Great Basin National Park, and then with protecting wilderness and protecting the rivers and lakes, Pyramid Lake and Walker Lake and others, and the public lands around Las Vegas. He helped change that image so that we now see in Basin and Range National Monument and in other places around Nevada how beautiful it is, how precious it is, how precious life is in this desert. And that came from his childhood experience at Paiute Springs, of recognizing, I think, it felt in his soul the importance of that life and beauty amidst the hardship and in an austere desert.
I'm going to finish up with Yucca Mountain, but before we move on because I think that is something where maybe he gets a lot of recognition for, certainly in Southern Nevada and maybe, across the country and what he did to prevent that. But that aside, there is that sort of perception out there that Harry Reid, environmentalist, doesn't really, I think, connect just in sort of in a vague way when you talk to people here in Southern Nevada. And I'm just curious, what's your take and why is that? And first of all, I should ask, well, do you agree with that assessment too? I mean, I don't want to presume that to be true, but that's kind of my observation.
It's puzzling that these enormous consequential environmental achievements, again, Harry Reid has done more than anyone in history to protect the lands and waters of the state he loved, Nevada. But it's not widely recognized, even in Nevada. And I think it's because the political story has come to dominate in a time when our national politics are so polarized that the political figure of Harry Reid, the political fighter, the Senate Majority Leader, the Democrat who learned how to pull the levers of power in Washington, D.C. and got through Obamacare and the Recovery Act that pulled us out of the Great Recession, and the savvy political infighter. That character and that story has really come to dominate in a way that we've lost sight of these environmental achievements. And many of these environmental achievements were done with bipartisan support, working across the aisle with other members, Republican members of the Nevada congressional delegation, with conservative Republican county commissions, crafting compromises. And we've forgotten that too. And those are useful lessons that I hope we can come back to and remember sometime, because it's such an important example of how we can get good things done in politics that benefit all of us and benefit not just us human beings, but the other beings on our planet and in our state.
And finally getting to Yucca Mountain, I mean, that's an issue that I think most of everyone here in Southern Nevada is well aware of. And recently we just saw it come back to the forefront with the former president and indications that perhaps there'd be aspects to that would be revived. Talk about Yucca Mountain and Harry Reid's influence on shutting that down.
Harry Reid was the key to killing Yucca Mountain. And he worked on that throughout his career. When he first came to Congress, the so-called Screw Nevada bill had been rammed through with the states that didn't want it, saying we've got the power and Nevada's going to have to take it whether they like it or not. The science notwithstanding, it was a political decision. He fought that for the 34 years that he was in Congress. And while many of his achievements were made on the environmental front before he really became powerful in leadership in the Senate, when he became powerful in leadership in the Senate, he really had the levers that he could use to shut Yucca Mountain down, to starve it of appropriations, so that now, as he says, it's a pile of rusty junk in an abandoned tunnel. And if they really think they're going to have to, if they really think that they want to start that up again, they're going to have to start at the beginning again. And hopefully it will not be just a political process, but a scientific process again to figure out, what is really the best way to deal with high-level nuclear waste. I think the final nail in the coffin there is a symbolic one. There were plans to bring a railroad through Garden Valley to Yucca Mountain, and Garden Valley is now at the center of Basin and Range National Monument and protected forever.
A final point, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but well, 2 points. Well, A, people who want to watch your documentary, where can they find that? And B, what are some of your final thoughts on Harry Reid and his legacy on the environment here in Nevada?
Well, I'll send you a link to the documentary. The easy answer is that if anyone Googles the New West and the politics of the environment and KCET, they'll find the documentary. It's available for streaming online. And I think my final thoughts Harry Reid's passing has left a great void, not only in Nevada, but in the wider American West and in our country. He showed in his career that there is a pragmatic environmental path in politics, that negotiation and compromise can find a solution. And in our polarized politics today, we're missing that example. I hope we can learn from it and come back to it. But in the meantime, the land will remember his lasting legacy.
Thank you so much for your time and your insight.